You might think that most of our jail beds are filled with violent criminals, but new data shows that the majority of Michigan inmates are booked on lower-level charges.
A task force looking at how to reform criminal justice in the state brought the effort to Grand Rapids today. And Target 8 investigator Susan Samples was there. Susan?
Michigan's jail population tripled over 45 years, and roughly half of all inmates have not even been convicted, some waiting for trial simply because they don't have cash to bond out. Now, a task force of judges, prosecutors, defense attorneys, victim advocates, and a former prisoner is tackling how to reform a system that doesn't always deliver on the promise of equal justice.
Okay, so paroled inmate to top 10.
There are times Monica Janer finds her position hard to believe.
It's truly humbling to be here, sitting here.
She's a governor-appointed member of a task force tasked with reforming criminal justice in Michigan. She has unique perspective.
I did 28 years in prison, conspiracy to commit murder.
Janer, who's from Lansing, was in her early 20s when she was convicted of conspiring to kill her stepmother, who ultimately survived the attack. Janer spent her nearly 3 decades in prison fighting for reform from the inside, a commitment she kept once out.
Since the day I came home, I worked my way into every door.
At the forum at Grand Rapids Community College, researchers revealed data showing despite a decrease in arrests over the last decade, tens of thousands are still going to jail for low-level charges like failure to appear in court, marijuana possession, and shoplifting. Even for a charge like driving without a valid license, 5% of those arrested did more than a month in jail.
There are still a lot of things that people are either arrested for or locked up for at the county level that frankly are just like not that significant or dangerous to public safety.
I was surprised at the number of people that are in jail for what are nonviolent, drug or alcohol offenses.
It's affecting families.
State Representative Tanisha Yancey recalled one man's story.
He was the breadwinner of the house, and so the entire family was evicted during the time that he was in jail because he had no means to provide for his family for a low-level, nonviolent offense.
We're trying to figure out how we can make this better and keep our community safe and let more people out of prison and jail.
Research released today also showed how overrepresented black men are in our jails. They make up just 6% of the population, but African-American men made up 26% of jail admissions. The task force will continue gathering data and hosting forums in January. It will make recommendations on ways to, quote, reduce incarceration trends, promote public safety, and safeguard civil rights. I'm Target 8 investigator Susan Samples.